Today we are going to talk about putting swim caps on. It can be a little tricky, and if not done carefully can also be a little painful, but we've been doing this for a lot of years now, so we've gotten pretty good at it. And when the girls were smaller, it used to take Camera Guy and I both to put them on because having two sets of hands is very helpful. But now that the girls are bigger, they've gotten very good at helping us, so it only takes one parent to put a hat on. So our hats, this would be the hat sideways. So there's a seam that runs down the middle, and that's good to go from the forehead to the neck, that seam. So I will hold the hat like this, and she'll put her fingers in the front of the hat. Can you see that? So she'll put her two fingers right there at the very center in the front of the hat. And then she'll try to hold her head really still, and I'll hold on tight, and I'll really quickly just stretch it back over her head. Now my girls don't like to have the hat over their ears, so I will scoot it right up behind the ear, and she'll keep her fingers in there until I make sure that anything, like she has these little, okay, you can let go, these little bangs, so before we totally let go, I'll tuck up the bangs up in there and pull that back off so it's not on her ear. And if there had been anything in the back, I would have tucked that up before I let go. And so that's really pretty simple. This hairstyle works out pretty well for putting the swim cap on. It's all right up, all the hair is right up there where the most space is in the cap. And then when we take off a cap, we also kind of do it in one quick motion as quick as we can. So, and then we get kind of crazy puffs. But, so that is how we would do it on V. Not much different on B. Come here, Missy. We could do it without putting anything in her hair, but that requires a lot of me tucking the hair in while we're trying to put the cap on all at the same time, and that's kind of hard. So it's definitely helpful if I just try to get as much of her hair, and it doesn't have to look pretty, but just try to get as much of her hair up into that top part where there's all the extra space in the cap. So I'm just gonna stick her hair up there like that, and then I'm gonna brush these back because it's just easier if they're out of the way before we even attempt to put the hat on. So then same thing. Bee's gonna stick her fingers in there and hold her hands right by her forehead. I'm gonna pull back, turn to the side, and then yeah, you can let go. And we don't like it on the eyebrows because it pulls the little eyebrow hairs if you pull the cap down too far. But if you don't have it down far enough over the forehead, it will start to slip off while playing in the water. So, is that pulling at the back? Yeah. This would be a little different if we were in the water and we had some wetness. But since everything's very dry, it might pull a little extra. But so see how the ponytail keeps the hair all up there where there's the extra space in the hat. So that's how we put on swim caps.